In a time of chaos and uncertainty, an enigmatic man named Nostradamus emerged as a controversial and fascinating figure. Physician, astrologer, and prophet, his enigmatic quatrains foretold events that shaped the history of humanity. Prepare to unravel the secrets of Nostradamus's life and work, explore his most famous prophecies, and discover what the future holds. A journey through time, mysticism, and history that will lead us to question our own destiny and reflect on the power of prophecy. Michel de Nostradame, known as Nostradamus, was born on December 14, 1503, in Saint-Rémy-de-Provence, in the south of France. The son of a Jewish notary and grain merchant who converted to Christianity, Nostradamus had a privileged childhood, receiving an education in Latin, Greek, Hebrew, and mathematics. From a young age, he demonstrated exceptional intelligence and an insatiable curiosity about the world around him. At the age of 14, Nostradamus entered the University of Avignon to study liberal arts, but soon transferred to the University of Montpellier, one of the most renowned educational institutions of the time, where he dedicated himself to the study of medicine. During his studies, Nostradamus was exposed to different schools of thought, from the traditional medicine of Galen and Hippocrates to the astrology of Ptolemy and the alchemy of Paracelsus, which would profoundly influence his life and work. At the age of 21, Nostradamus graduated in medicine and began practicing the profession, traveling through several cities in France and Italy. During his travels, he came into contact with different cultures and knowledge, broadening his worldview and deepening his interest in the occult sciences. Nostradamus was a man ahead of his time, a free thinker who sought knowledge from various sources and was not content with traditional explanations. In 1533, the Black Death reached the city of Agen, where Nostradamus lived with his wife and children. The disease spread rapidly, killing thousands of people, including Nostradamus' wife and 2 children. This personal tragedy deeply affected him and led him to question traditional medicine, which proved powerless against the plague. Nostradamus began to seek answers in other sources of knowledge, such as astrology and alchemy, believing that they could offer solutions to humanity's problems. He isolated himself in his laboratory, studying ancient texts, observing the stars, and conducting experiments with herbs and medicinal plants. This relentless search for answers would lead him to develop his skills as an astrologer and prophet and write his famous quatrains, which would become the object of study and debate for centuries. After the death of his family, Nostradamus dedicated himself to the study of astrology and alchemy, seeking to understand the mysteries of the universe and the relationship between the stars and human events. He immersed himself in the writings of Ptolemy, Hermes Trismegistus, and other ancient sages, seeking to decipher the secret code of the cosmos and understand how the stars influence the destiny of humanity. Nostradamus believed that the future was written in the stars and that it was possible to predict future events through the observation of the stars and the interpretation of the signs of the universe. In his alchemical practices, he sought not only the transmutation of metals into gold, but also spiritual transformation and enlightenment of the soul. Nostradamus believed that alchemy was a tool to achieve wisdom and immortality. In 1555, Nostradamus published his most famous book, Les Prophecies, which contained his predictions for the future in the form of enigmatic quatrains. Nostradamus' prophecies are known for their obscure and symbolic language, which makes their precise interpretation difficult. However, many believe that he predicted important events in history, such as the rise of Hitler the 9/11 attacks, the French Revolution, and even the COVID-19 pandemic. Nostradamus's prophecies continue to intrigue and fascinate people around the world, and new interpretations emerge every day, fueling the debate about their authenticity and the meaning of his words. The legacy of Nostradamus is the subject of controversy and debate to this day. For some, he was a visionary who predicted important events in history with impressive accuracy. Others see him as a charlatan who used ambiguous and symbolic language to create prophecies that could be interpreted in many ways, adapting to any future event. The lack of clarity and precision in Nostradamus's quatrains makes it difficult to verify his predictions, fueling the debate about their authenticity. However, even his critics recognize Nostradamus' influence on popular culture and the collective imagination. His writings have inspired countless works of fiction, and films, series, and games, and his enigmatic figure continues to fascinate and intrigue people around the world. Nostradamus' prophecies are like a mirror, reflecting our fears, hopes, and desires for the future. They challenge us to question what we know about the world and ourselves, and invite us to explore the mysteries of the universe and human destiny. Besides being a physician and astrologer, Nostradamus was also a student of the occult, a tradition that sought the secret knowledge of the universe through magic, astrology, and alchemy. He believed that it was possible to communicate with spiritual entities and receive messages from the future through rituals and magical practices. Nostradamus used various tools for his occult practices, such as the magic mirror, the crystal ball, the pendulum, and the tarot. He also dedicated himself to the interpretation of omens and signs of nature, such as the flight of birds, the shape of clouds, the entrails of animals, and other natural phenomena that he believed to be divine messages. The influence of the occult on Nostradamus's work is undeniable. His writings are full of symbolism and references to esoteric traditions, and many believe that his prophecies are the result of his connection with the spiritual world and his ability to interpret the signs of the universe. By exploring the hidden side of Nostradamus, we can better understand the complexity of his mind and the influences that shaped his prophecies. Nostradamus's prophecies for the future of humanity are bleak and disturbing, but they also carry a glimmer of hope. He predicted devastating wars, such as World War III, which would last 27 years and involve the use of chemical and nuclear weapons. He also spoke of natural disasters, such as earthquakes, tsunamis, and climate change, that would devastate entire cities and countries. Nostradamus also warned of the emergence of pandemics, such as the Black Death he himself witnessed, and the danger of religious and political conflicts. However, amid these grim predictions, Nostradamus also spoke of the rise of a new leader, a Messiah, who would bring peace and harmony to the world. He also predicted technological advances, such as space exploration and the discovery of new forms of energy that could benefit humanity. Nostradamus's prophecies challenge us to reflect on our future and make conscious decisions to build a better world. They remind us that the future is not set in stone, and that our choices can determine the fate of humanity. The legacy of Nostradamus continues to challenge and intrigue us. His prophecies invite us to reflect on our future and make conscious decisions to build a better world. If you liked this video, subscribe to the Secret X-Files channel for more content on mysteries and enigmas of the world. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any news, and share this video with your friends so they can also learn about the fascinating story of Nostradamus and his enigmatic prophecies. Leave your comment with your opinion on Nostradamus's prophecies, and what you think the future holds. Together, we can unravel the secrets of time and build a more prosperous and harmonious future for all. Nostradamus, a man who defied time and whose prophecies continue to echo through the centuries. The future of humanity is in our hands. What choices will we make? Until the next adventure on the Secret X-Files.